Welcome to Marco Island. It is a beautiful day here on Marco Island. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to look at some of the unusual commercial boats that you might see when you're relaxing here on the island. But I'm not going to do it from up here on the balcony. It's way too nice of a day. Let's go down to the beach. Isn't that a beautiful cluster of palm trees? Just beyond that is the Gulf of America. I'm still getting used to calling it by its new name. As I'm walking out to the beach, I came across this little guy. I love those curly-tailed lizards. It looks like his tail got caught in something. He's a big one. I'm going to have to walk past him. I'm sure I'm going to scare him away. But maybe not. No, he's letting me look at him. Fella. And while we're watching today's video, I want you to tell me down below, what's your favorite boat? Which one of these did you think was the most unusual, the most fun, or just one of those that you would like to see pass you while you're having dinner? Please keep off the dunes. This is a dune restoration, and they're doing a nice job of it. Before long, this area is going to look like that area in the back, and it creates that natural dune, which is really what we want here on the beach. It's kind of a breezy day, so from time to time the wind may kick up, but I hope that you can still hear me. So yesterday I went to one of my favorite places on the island, which is the Snook Inn, and it's a landmark here on Marco Island. And after Hurricane Ian came through, they completely rebuilt the place, and it is just beautiful. Always busy in the season, but I'm going to give you a little hint. If you go there, you know, the parking lot, you might circle it 3-4 times and not be able to find parking because it's very popular. If that happens, just go down the street. You know, you might end up being 2 or 3 blocks away. That's a 5-minute walk. It's better than circling for 15. All right, so this video, I want to talk about, well, I was sitting there, and by the way, another hint, I love to be by the water. They have plenty of inside seating, and if you're in a hurry and you just want to sit down, they have some great food. You can certainly get a seat right away, or with a relatively short wait. I always tell them I want to sit outside, and I want to be on the water side of the bar. For 2 reasons. Number one, if you're on the other side by the music, sometimes the music's really loud, and which is fine if you like that music. But if you want to have a conversation or something, you might want to be on the water side. Now, that may be a wait of 45 minutes or an hour. Well worth it. Oh, what is this? Look at that plane. It's doing something. I don't know. It squirted out a lot of smoke. And I thought maybe it was going to do some skywriting or something, but it just kept on going. Anyway, it's an easy wait because there's a lot to do, a lot to watch. They have a viewing platform that you can go in and sit on, maybe enjoy a cocktail. There are the docks where boats pull up. You can hang out and sit down by the dock. You can kind of hang out at the entrance and listen to the music. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot to do. That hour goes pretty quickly. But the reason for this video is something kind of different. Yesterday when I was there, and actually I was there 2 days in a row, and I noticed all the interesting commercial boats that go by. So I thought I'd share some of those with you because they were really fun. But before I do, let's take a look at the Gulf. What a beautiful day, isn't it? Here on Marco Island. While this is a beautiful beach, be aware that it's a shelly beach. Maybe you can even see it a little bit down here as you get close. A lot of shells here. All of this is kind of crushed up shells, so it's kind of a crunchy beach. It's not a real soft sand beach. The South Beach is beautiful nonetheless. As I stroll down the beach, let's talk about some of those boats. The first one, the Big Daddy, the Marco Island Princess. The Marco Island Princess is it's a tour boat. It's a pretty good sized boat. They have different tours, daytime tours, evening tours, dinner tours, and they just cruise around Marco and you get some great views of the properties and the islands, and it's just great. And the thing I really like about being there at Snook Inn when all these boats go by is just the fun and the camaraderie, because it's not unusual for a lot of these boats, like the Princess. When I was there, I didn't get a video of it, but the Princess honked its horn, and at the Snook, you might hear it in my videos, they have a big bell that they ring when these boats go by, and the Princess flashed its spotlights at us, and I've seen that quite a bit, and it's just fun. It's just a neat kind of island tradition. So the Marco Island Princess, it's fun to watch, fun to go on. I have never gone on the Marco Princess. I've gone on the Naples Princess. Unrelated, but same type of thing. And number 2 on our list is the Black Pearl Pirate Ship. Arrgh. Yeah, it's another just fun. I don't know how long the cruises are. I imagine it's only, an hour or 2. But there's several of these pirate-themed tour boats that you can go on. And both days I was there, the Black Pearl went by. And people are on board. They're having a lot of fun. I always try to wave at them and get people to wave back. And, it's fun for them. They get excited. And it's just a neat-looking, unusual boat here on Marco Island. Number 3, the pedal party boats. Now, I've never been on one, but I think these are the boats that are kind of sold. You're sitting at the bar on the boat and you're drinking, you're pedaling, and the pedal power is what powers the boat, and they have the big paddle wheel in the back. The last 2 nights I saw 2 of them go by each night, and I'm not convinced that pedaling is really doing anything, because as you look at these boats, there's a motor on them. But nevertheless, it's a lot of fun. What I always think is really interesting is as the boats are going out, and it's still daylight hours, people are calm and relaxed and, enjoying the scenery and all that stuff. And then as night falls and the lights turn on in the boat and the music gets a little louder, and I'm sure that alcohol is a factor, and the people are dancing and laughing and living it up, and that's when you can really hear them from the shore. Interesting boats. I've never been on one, but they're here in the island, and you might want to give it a try. And finally, this tiki cocktail boat. How's this for a boat? It's a tiki party boat. Floating Turtle Cruises. I don't even know what to call this one, but I've seen several of them, both here in Marco and in Naples. The wind is kicking up, so I hope it's not getting too hard to hear. If it is, I'll just do a voiceover on this. The tiki cocktail boat, as you can see, it looks like a tiki bar. And it's got, that thatch roof on it. And it's kind of square. It's kind of a weird looking boat because it looks more like a raft than a boat. And I'm pretty sure this is a BYOB situation where you pay to go on the boat, but you provide your own alcohol. It might be where you provide alcohol and they provide mixers. I'm not sure, and it might be different from boat to boat. But it's kind of cool if you want to go to a tiki bar or, an island type bar and take a boat trip. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And for whatever reason, the dolphins have been so active this weekend. It's really fun to watch them from the balcony, but you can see them just fine from here. I don't see any out there right now, but this morning they were jumping and frolicking and just having a great time. I hope you enjoyed our boat watching from the Snook Inn. Of course, you don't have to go to the Snook to see it. In fact, you can see a lot of it from right here on the beach. You might see many of these same boats go right past when you're on the beach. As always, I'm going to ask that you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell icon, and above all, leave some comments down below. What was your favorite boat of all of these? I would love to hear, or maybe you've seen others. Are you coming to Marco? Are you coming to Naples? Look up some of these things. This is a great place to take a vacation, and don't wait for winter. This place is not bad in the summer, believe me, and you can get into restaurants and places so much easier. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Mark, And this is the Average Me channel.